Hello everyone, Dr. Mel here, and as you can see, I am at my house, and it's a little dim in here. Sorry, I'll turn that up. What's up, y'all? It's Tuesday. It's not Monday. Welcome to my home. Welcome to my kitchen. I wanted to come on here and share with you my magical elixir that I make every single morning. For those of you who ask me what I put in my coffee, how I make it, instead of just writing down the ingredients every time I talk to someone in the office, I figured I would make a little tutorial about how exactly I make my coffee. I just made mine, so I'm gonna go ahead and share the ingredients, and I'll walk you through the process. It's really, really simple, but I figured I would come on here and make a video and share exactly what ingredients I use, because I think it's really important when you're going to craft this magical elixir, as I call it. My friend Jennifer Alley calls it the blonde bullet, because I'm blonde. I don't know. That's her spin on it, but she loves it. I got her turned on to it. Now, this is very different than just your traditional, what people call the keto coffee or the bulletproof coffee. I add in a lot of other things. So number one, it's really important to source your coffee from a place that one has zero mold toxicity or very low mold toxicity and is organic and is fair trade. That's hard to find on a relatively cheap budget. So give me one moment. I'm going to grab the brand that I use. It's in my cupboard over here. So stick with me. Good morning. So I just ordered more of this, but this is the brand that I use. It's called Purity. I get the dark roast. It's organic. What I love about Purity is, one, it's consciously crafted, and they use really great methods of sourcing the beans. A lot of beans, even if they are organic, a lot of beans can be filled with mold toxicity. So these have actually been tested from people that I know to show that there's zero mold toxicity. And how that happens is coffee beans that are grown in like the rainforest and things like that, although they're dried out, sometimes they're still susceptible to getting mold. And the last thing you want to be drinking is mold. That's not good. It's a neurotoxin, not really good for you. So I get Purity coffee. I get the 5-pound bag because I'm a coffee snob, and I figured why not get the bulk order. You can get a 5-pound bag for about $120. So yes, you're spending, a little bit more than $20 a pound. However, the quality that you get and the taste is like phenomenal. Like, I swear my coffee is better than any coffee shop you're going to go to, in my opinion. Okay. And maybe I'll bring a craft to the office. So number one is your coffee. Number two, making sure, and I apologize, this video is really crappy lighting, but you're going to get the gist of it. Also, if you're watching this on YouTube and you want more health tips and you want to learn just about health and human consciousness, make sure you follow and like and subscribe. If you're watching this on Facebook Live, give me a comment below and let me know what other things you'd like me to talk about. Another element of making coffee is, I know this is going to sound tough and I know this is going to require more time, but I promise you your gut and your brain and your neurons are going to appreciate it, is you need to ditch the coffee maker. I know it's easy to just press the button. However, majority of coffee makers, the way that they're filtered, they go through plastic. And when plastic heats up, it's susceptible to degrading. And it's susceptible to getting microplastics in your coffee, and you don't want that. So my rule of thumb, if you can do something like a drip coffee like this, so this is ceramic and this is stainless steel, you put a filter in there. This is great for just a pour over coffee. Or I personally use a glass French press. So as you can see, I made mine. I honestly got this off Amazon. It was probably like $15, but it's glass, it's heavy duty, and I don't have to worry about plastics. Now, is there plastic on the top of this? Yes, but this, my coffee goes through it just a little bit. It's not as big when it comes to like the whole coffee going through like a huge plastic container. You can also get ones that are all stainless steel. So stainless steel is going to be key. Ceramics are going to be key. So that's like your baseline as far as making the coffee. You got to have a good canvas in order to make your art, right? yeah, I just referred to my coffee as art. Don't judge me. Okay, so now what do we start with? Well, number one, you got to start with collagen. So I prefer this brand. Give me one moment. So this is my favorite brand, Dynamic Collagen Renew. I get this on Nutridyne.com, and I like it because one, it's grass-fed, it's unflavored. I get the unflavored kind, and collagen is really, really important to get in your diet because our ancestors, which we're not eating like our ancestors anymore, we used to eat majority of the animal. So we wouldn't just eat the meat off the bone, but we would eat the tendons and the collagen and the skin and, you know, get that connective tissue. And oftentimes that's taken off in the processing part of meat nowadays, unfortunately. So unless you're someone who hunts your own meat, make sure you keep all of that. You can make a great broth. You can actually grind up some of the, you know, dry out some of the stuff and grind it up and actually use it. This is what I got, okay? Modern Living collagen. I do 2 scoops of this in my coffee every morning. This is going to help your hair, your skin, your nails, your recovery, your joints. I recommend this to a lot of my practice members to start adding it into your diet. I like this brand because I know it's clean, non-GMO, gluten-free, dairy-free, and it's unflavored. So I prefer unflavored stuff because I'm not going to taste it. So you got to get your collagen. 2 scoops of that. Now, when I'm doing this, I'm putting it all into a big mason jar. So I'm dumping it in here just so you have reference. Second ingredient I use is turmeric, organic turmeric. So I keep mine in a little jar, but I get organic turmeric powder. I get a large bag. I do 1/8 of a teaspoon, sometimes 1/4 of a teaspoon, depending on my day. But I use a little teaspoon. I do a scoop of that. Now, in order for turmeric to actually be beneficial, you also need to include black pepper. So yes, my friends, I put black pepper in my coffee. So honestly, just get some organic black pepper already ground up. You can get the turn. I just have the shaker. So a little dash of that, just a tiny bit. That will help what's active in the turmeric, that helps with the inflammation process, that will help support that anti-inflammatory process in your body. Secondly or thirdly, whatever number we're on, I also do a combination of ashwagandha root and turkey tail powder, organic. I personally like the brand Micro Ingredients. Again, I get this on Amazon. I can grab the bag, but turkey tail extract is a type of a mushroom, and turkey tail, if any of you are on the fungi train right now and learning from Paul Stamets, turkey tail is an amazing mushroom that helps with your immune system. And I kid you not, I've been doing this now consecutively, turkey tail every single day for probably a year. And I notice a huge difference when I'm working with clients who maybe their immune systems are learning how to recover. And I'm working with people who are maybe expressing health and symptoms, and it keeps my body and my fortress strong. Ashwagandha is really great for mental health. It's really great for neurogenesis. It's really great for calming your nervous system. And that's ashwagandha root powder. Those 2 things, they kind of look the same, so I just combine them in this. I do 1/8 of a teaspoon, if not 1/4 of a teaspoon for that. I also do Sacred 7 mushroom powder, organic. So you can get this same brand in capsule form. I like it in the powder form. Now, what's great is mushrooms. Again, everyone's talking about mushrooms now, and I've been putting mushrooms in my coffee for a long time. I have been consuming mushrooms for a long time, and finally, the science and the research is catching up with the benefits of mushrooms and consuming them daily for neurogenesis, for healing, for neuroplasticity, for healing from gut issues, for focus, for cognition, for prefrontal cortex activity. So this one specifically has a ton more, specifically chaga, cordyceps, lion's mane, maitake, reishi, shiitake, and more turkey tail. I have been loading up the turkey tail, my friends. Turkey tail, if you live in Minnesota and you go on hikes, maybe up north, turkey tail are the ones that come out of the tree sideways, and they literally look like a turkey tail. Now, I'm not saying go grab those and eat them because you want to make sure you know what you're doing when it comes to foraging, but that's the turkey tail that I'm talking about. 1/8 of a teaspoon of that. I know there's a lot in here. It's just magical. And then last but not least, so we got the turmeric, we got the ashwagandha, we got the turkey tail, we got the mushrooms, we got the collagen, and we got the black pepper. And then last but not least, I do a little bit, just a dash, like bloop, of MCT oil from Bulletproof. Then you got all that in your elixir container here. And if you watch me on Instagram, you saw what I did, but just to share with what I use, I get, this is half of it. The other half is, I can find it. Oh, here we go. I get the 𝙗𝙤𝙧𝙀𝙀 Smart Stick 300, and you could use this to make smoothies. You can use this to blend things, to make salsa. I use it for my coffee. So you take this Smart Stick, you put it in the thing, you turn it on, and you blend it for probably 20 seconds because you want to get the MCT oil broken up so the fat isn't just like little bubbles of emulsification on top of your coffee. You want to break up the fat and break up those cells. So with that, that's what I got for y'all. And then obviously, like, put it in your favorite mug and enjoy it. Here's one of my favorite mugs that I got. It's a mushroom mug. And it says, amateur mycologist with questionable morals. Get it? Morals? Yeah, I'm a nerd. I got tons of mugs here, y'all. It's crazy. Okay, so that's that. If you have any questions, if you have any thoughts on brands, let me know. I just felt called to come on here and share with you exactly what I do. This, to me, by the way, is a ritual. So you could do this with tea. You could do this with something like mud water. So mud water is a coffee alternative if you're someone who's not drinking coffee. What I find with adding all the adaptogens and the collagen and the fat and all the immune supporting ingredients, what I find is that it actually helps diminish some of like the jitters and some of the anxiety that sometimes coffee can create. And one thing to note too is the type of coffee that you get matters. So if you're getting a crappy Folgers, sorry, no offense to Folgers, but you know, it's mediocre coffee. If you're getting a coffee that has a lot of toxicity in it and is not fair trade and organic, you're probably going to notice more of the jitters and more of kind of that coffee buzz. With this, I don't notice that at all because I'm also adding in so many other things that help my digestion process some of the acidic qualities of coffee. So I hope this served you. That is my magical elixir blend, or as Jennifer Alley, my friend and mentor, calls it, the blonde bullet. Let me know if you have questions below, comment below, share this with someone who is interested in consuming coffee in a much more conscious way. And I appreciate you all for tuning in, and have a great day. Enjoy your coffee.